I can confirm that authors can distribute their Kindle ebook to public libraries during their KDP Select enrollment period. Authors do not need to contact customer support to confirm this is allowed. Those are the words straight from the KDP team. For the first time in KDP Select history, you can publish your Select enrolled ebooks into public libraries. That means Overdrive, that means Hoopla, that means tens of thousands of libraries around the world are now within reach. But let me be crystal clear. Amazon is not sending your books to libraries for you. This is on you as the author. You'll need to take action through the right channels, and I'll show you how, of course. And the best part, you can do this without leaving KDP Select. You can stay exclusive, keep your Kindle Unlimited audience, and still expand into libraries. But here's the part you need to hear. This isn't a free-for-all. If you just blast your book out through the wrong distributor, you could land yourself in violation of your Select agreement. Think of this like handling a sharpened samurai sword. Powerful, yes, but dangerous if you swing it the wrong way. Now, I'll show you exactly where and how to do it safely and which paths to avoid, because not every option is on the table. And here's the good news. It's fast, it's easy, and it could be worthwhile. You'll see the options available, what royalties to expect, and just how quickly you can upload your books to libraries. If you want to reach more readers and strengthen your publishing business, this is the moment you've been waiting for. KDP Select is Amazon's exclusivity program for ebooks. When you enroll a title, you agree that Amazon will be the only place readers can get that ebook for 90 days at a time. In exchange, your book is added to Kindle Unlimited, which is Amazon's subscription service for readers. That means you can earn from two streams: regular ebook sales on Amazon and royalties from page reads through Kindle Unlimited. Select also comes with some perks. You can run Kindle countdown deals or free book promotions, and those tools can help spike visibility or generate more readers. For many authors, that extra reach inside Amazon makes Select worth it. But the catch has always been exclusivity. Once you enroll, you've been locked out of every other digital channel. No Apple, no Kobo, no Google Play, none of that. And until now, that lockout also included libraries. For more than a decade, if your ebook was in Select, libraries simply weren't an option. That's why this change is so important. For the first time in the history of KDP Select, Amazon has confirmed that authors are allowed to distribute their Select enrolled ebooks to public libraries. You keep the benefits of exclusivity, you keep your Kindle Unlimited audience, and now if you take action, you can also place your books into libraries worldwide. Now, at the time of this recording, Amazon has not updated their terms of service, there's no dashboard notification, and no email has gone out to account holders. The only confirmation comes directly from the KDP team to me. That makes this a soft launch. Silent, but official, and that means you're hearing it here first. Here's what this change really means for you as an author. First, exclusivity is still the rule inside KDP Select. Your ebook cannot be on Apple, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, Google Play, or any other retailer while it's in Select. That has not changed yet. What has changed is that libraries are now the exception. You can distribute your Select enrolled ebooks to library systems like Overdrive, Hoopla, Biblioteca, BorrowBox, Baker & Taylor, and more. But Amazon isn't doing that for you. You'll have to publish your ebook to libraries through the right distributors, and I'll show you which ones to use and which ones to avoid. Not every channel qualifies. If you publish through the wrong outlet, you could put your Select enrollment at risk, of course. Now, let's look at where you can publish your Select enrolled ebooks to libraries and what royalties to expect. The two best platforms, not the only ones, are Drafted Digital and PublishDrive. Now, why these two? They let you choose the exact avenues for distribution. You can target libraries and exclude retail, which keeps you compliant with KDP Select. Not every aggregator allows that. Ingram Spark, for instance, does not let you deselect retailers or isolate libraries. If you use them for this, you risk violating your Select agreement. Skip it. Don't go with Ingram Spark. Now, Drafted Digital. Drafted Digital uses two payment structures at the same time, and both are on by default. OCOU is required for library distribution and cannot be disabled. CPC is on by default, and you can turn it off. One copy, one user, OCOU. That's where libraries buy access like they would a physical book. One purchase equals one concurrent borrower. If they want more simultaneous borrows, they purchase additional copies at the full purchase price. Your royalties are based on the library's purchase price, with Drafted Digital's distribution fee applied, which can vary depending on the partner. Cost per checkout, or CPC, is where libraries pay per loan at 1/10 of the purchase price. If your ebook price is $9.99, a typical CPC checkout bills the library about 99 cents. Then Drafted Digital's distribution fee is applied, which can vary depending on the partner. Now, this can unlock unlimited simultaneous checkouts and higher discoverability. Now, for Publish Drive, they use a subscription model. You pay a flat monthly fee for access, and you keep 100% of net royalties over on Publish Drive. Now, right now, they allow account holders to upload the first ebook for free, which means you pay nothing to distribute your first ebook through Publish Drive, and you keep 100% of net. Check Publish Drive for the correct library choices available to you to be safe. Now, who answers policy questions? If you are unsure which specific library channels are allowed under KDP Select, ask KDP support through the Contact Us link at the bottom of your KDP dashboard. You can even share the library list you plan to use and ask them to confirm. Do not flood aggregator support with KDP policy questions. KDP is the authority that gave us permission to distribute to libraries, so take ambiguity to them. Now, as far as setting expectations, library earnings usually start slow. This is a new lane for reach, credibility, and long-tail income. Give it time. Keep sharing the library option with your audience and let circulation build. For simplicity today, I'm going to show you just Drafted Digital. They have a dedicated library services section that makes it dead simple to target libraries and exclude retail. To make the process even faster, download my free metadata sheet at dalelinks.com/metadata sheet. It's a template where you can store all the important details about your book, like title, subtitle, description, keywords, categories, and more. Now, once you've filled it out, you'll always have everything ready to copy and paste into any publishing platform for projects just like this. Now, one last note before we dive in. I'm going to speed run this process. The goal is to show you how quick and easy it can be when you're prepared. If you want a slower, step-by-step walkthrough, check out Drafted Digital's YouTube channel. They have a deep library of detailed tutorials that cover every click in the process. I want to pause for just a moment, because if you found this helpful so far, I think you'll love what I'm working on right now. I put together the ultimate collection of my books on self-publishing into a special edition omnibus with gold foil covers and extras you won't find anywhere else. It's going live on Kickstarter September 30th, and you can follow the campaign today at dalelinks.com/Kickstarter project to make sure you don't miss the early bird specials and exclusive deals. And for those of you who've been waiting for it, this Kickstarter also includes the last chance to work with me one-on-one. I haven't offered coaching in almost 3 years, and after this campaign, I'm retiring from it completely to focus on my fiction career. If you've ever wanted direct coaching from me, this is it. There won't be another opportunity. Now, let's jump right on into it, and I'll show you how fast it is to actually get your book into libraries. First off, you can go ahead and set up an account for Drafted Digital at my referral link at dalelinks.com/D2D. You're going to need to make sure you set up all your financial and tax information before you're able to distribute and publish books through them. We're going to add new book. We're going to start ebook, and now we're going to go, I have my front cover art. We're going to browse for that cover art. Boom, open. Next thing, now I'm going to go over to my metadata sheet I have on my other screen here, and all I need to do is highlight each passage of text and then paste it right on in there. And I'm going to select the series name. Now, for some reason, you don't have a series name. You don't have to put anything there. This is number 9. Now I'm going to take the search terms, and we're going to go ahead and just copy and paste those right over here as well. And you'll notice that you can get quite a few keywords here as opposed to places like KDP, which limits you to just the 7. But for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and just use the 7 that I have right now. And we're going to go ahead and slip it in here. This is just for the sake of demonstration and not necessarily the keywords that I'll be using when I ultimately launch my book. All right, my target audience does not contain inappropriate for minors, because we're good. All right, now we just need to look up the different categories. And usually it'll show you in the drop down the things that you can use. Authorship, perfect. And we could go ahead there. All right, 2 categories, pretty good. You can put in more if you wanted to, and of course put them in order of importance. So we're gonna go ahead and get authorship at the top, start ebook. All right, we're gonna go ahead and upload the manuscript here. EPUB is one of the ones you'll want to lean on for drafted digital. However, you can come with just about any document type and they will format it for you. They have a number of templates, really, really good. As that's starting to process, let's go ahead and drop in the description. And we're going to drop in the short description as well. You want to have this one kind of brief. Now, I might not have mine. It might be a little too long. Is this a collection? No, this is not part of it is part of a series, but it is not in a collection. So there's no collaborators. I don't have any authors to add here. I could either add a free drafted digital ISBN or bring my own. In this particular instance, I do have my own. Grab my ISBN and we're just going to drop it on in there. And we're going to hit save and continue. Okay, this very next step here, this is something that Drafted Digital adds to your stuff. You don't have to take advantage of it. Title page, copyright page, dedication, epigraph. I'm not going to bother with any of that, but I will put also by because I do have additional books that are available in their catalog. You can put it at the beginning of your book, at the end of the book, or both. Let's go ahead and put it at the beginning. New release email notifications sign up. This is where people can sign up for notifications for when you have a new release. So you can just go ahead and put that on in there and people can be able to do that in or out. You got a teaser for any of the books inside your other series. For me, I'm not going to bother with that. And there's the about the author and about the publisher. Make sure that your table of contents is correct. And if it is, you hit save and continue. Now, because I already had the EPUB file already formatted, they're going to say pretty much like, hey, you got an EPUB. How cool is that? In the instance that you didn't come with your own EPUB, this very next step would have been the interior formatting. They have excellent interior formatting software. Now, can you get granular control of how it looks? Not really. You choose from dozens of templates. It's pretty nice. If you are a graphic heavy book, it's just not going to work out. You want to come with your own EPUB for sure. So we're going to hit save and continue, but keep in mind you can always download the Mobi file and the EPUB file right here. That will work if you're doing the interior formatting on your own as well. We hit save and continue. And this is the part we're going to want to skip. Skip all of digital stores. Boom, boom, boom. Do not have those selected. It should be red right here. And it says enter a valid price. We're just going to go ahead and put $2.99, but the thing is, we're not going to be using any of them, so that's not even an issue. Deselected, deselected, deselected. We want to go all the way down. Everything needs to be gray until you get to library services, and this is the point where you can select the ones you want. If for some reason you don't like specific distribution or you're using it somewhere else, you can always deselect that. Real quick note here is with library pricing, you can set your retail price considerably higher. In fact, it's an industry standard, anywhere from 2 to 4 times your retail price. So my normal price is usually $4.99. Let's see what they're going to recommend. They think $5.99 is going to be sufficient based on the $2.99 price I gave before. In the event that I'm doing this, what I'm going to do is $9.98. I usually do twice as much. Remember that if they're buying one copy, it's going to be used by one user indefinitely. They're going to have that license to continue to hand that out. That's why you can charge more. Now, in the event that you just want to get into the libraries and you want to get into their good graces with a cheaper cost, go for it. I don't know if that's going to increase likelihood of placement. And then the next thing we're going to do is we hit submit. There's going to be a pop-up window here from Drafted Digital saying, do you have the rights to this? And do you agree to doing distribution through us, blah, 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 yakety schmackety, and then you just push it through. But because I am not publishing this particular book at this specific moment, and it's just for example's sake, I'm not going to go ahead and hit submit because one of the worst things to happen is this is going to end up going out and it's got the wrong script. And yeah, you can go ahead and get the idea of where it's going here. So what does this change really tell us? For years, KDP Select has been an all or nothing deal. You got the perks of Kindle Unlimited, but the trade-off was strict exclusivity. No other retailers, no other subscription platforms, and no libraries. Meanwhile, services like Kobo Plus and Everand have offered subscription models without requiring exclusivity. You could enroll your ebook, tap into their audiences, and still keep your book available everywhere else. That flexibility has always made them attractive to wide authors. Amazon is still keeping the exclusivity walls up, but this soft launch cracks the door a little wider. For the first time, they're letting authors inside Select also reach beyond Amazon, at least into libraries. It may not sound like much right now, but it is a major shift in philosophy. If libraries are now allowed, what could be next? For now, it means Select authors do not have to feel boxed in. You can keep the power of Kindle Unlimited and Amazon promotions while also gaining the reach and credibility that comes with the libraries. It is the best of both worlds, something we never have had before. If you want to expand your publishing business even further, watch my video on the 10 best companies to self-publish ebooks. That's where I break down the platforms every author should know. And if you want a closer look at Drafted Digital, I also have a full review that walks through the features in detail. Both videos are waiting for you right here and right here. I'll see you there.